Hello, it's Alex and welcome to Hey Little Thrifter. Today I'm going to be sharing a few books on my winter TBR. I just have 5 books here that I'd like to get through over the wintry months, and the books I have here do feel quite wintry in theme as well. First up, I have a couple of Christmassy horror books. One of them is Black Christmas by Thomas Altman. Not related to the excellent horror film of the same name, but this one is about a serial killer targeting women in a town called Murdoch, and it also features the local sheriff, Sheriff Dunsmore, who is on his trail, and the back says, "It's the night before Christmas. The frightened town edges toward panic, and Dunsmore is about to receive the most terrifying gift of all." I'm really looking forward to this one. I've been saving it all year to read in December. Next up is an anthology, The 12 Frights of Christmas, edited by Isaac Asimov, Charles G. Waugh and Martin Harry Greenberg. I'm really looking forward to reading this one. It should be a lot of fun, and it features stories by authors including Ramsey Campbell, H.P. Lovecraft and Robert Bloch. So yeah, should be a good time. Next up is The Auctioneer by Joan Samson. This was originally published in 1975 and it was her only novel, and this one I don't know too much about. I do know that it was an influence for Needful Things by Stephen King, so I believe it's about a small town and a stranger who comes into this town offering something to the local people living there. It's supposed to be really dark and like a quiet slow burn, which is one of my favourite things. So I'm not sure if it's actually set at winter or if it's just in a snowy place, but either way it totally works. This one is such a highly anticipated read for me. I have really high hopes for it. Next up is a short story collection. This is The Ghost Stories of Edith Wharton. This is a book I've had on my shelf for quite a while and have been meaning to pick it up, and I recently read Monster, She Wrote, which is all about women who write horror and speculative fiction throughout the ages, and Edith Wharton is one of the authors mentioned in that book, so I figured it was about time I picked it up and gave it a read. It looks like most of these stories were originally published in the early 20th century, and winter just seems like a really good time for classic ghost stories, so I'm really looking forward to this one. And last up, I wanted to add a point horror book to my TBR, and I chose The Snowman by R.L. Stine. This one has a snowman on the cover, so I figured, yeah, definitely feels like it could work for the winter season. But I'm not sure if it actually features any snow or snowmen. It does feature a character called the Snowman. It's about a lonely teenage girl who meets this good-looking stranger who calls himself the Snowman, and yeah, he seems to be all of her dreams come true, but is he really? Yeah, this one should be a lot of fun. I definitely remember having this one as a kid, but I don't remember anything about the story, so I hope it's a good one. And speaking of R.L. Stine, there is a TV show in the works based on some of his point horror novels. It's being made by HBO Max. I'm really excited to see what they do with his books, and yeah, it's awesome to see point horror come to the small screen, so very exciting. So those are a handful of books I'm really looking forward to reading during the winter months. Let me know if you've read any of these, or let me know what books you're really looking forward to picking up soon. Thank you ever so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and hopefully I will see you again in my next video.